And look, I'm not saying I'm the hardest working person in the world. You know, Grant Cardone, Gary Vee, guys in their 40s and 50s are probably outworking me. Now they have a lot more fun work. They're not actually doing the projects themselves. They're telling people to do it. But you know, I don't want you to think I'm bragging here that I'm such a super hard worker or super successful. I'm just saying I know there are levels. I've experienced this with my friends. I've experienced this with my clients. I'm 99% sure that most people are not working hard enough. If you want to fulfill your potential, you know, and it's like a muscle. You have to keep pushing that every day and keep expanding into that. And the key is it's about dedication, not motivation. It doesn't matter if you want to do it. It's just getting done that day. You know, your 10 hours is getting in there. Um, you know, but it doesn't have to last forever, man. Like the more success you get, the less hours you can work with. Like I had one client where I put him on taking weekends off and getting him down to 8 hours a day because he's crushing it. And, you know, he's earned it. He's earned a normal work week, right? And then you get to higher levels, you can do the Richard Branson thing where, you know, he works 4 hours a day from his own private island. Now, I don't think you're gonna have a private island, but he does 4 hours of work a day. The rest of the day he spends like windsurfing and stuff like that. I mean, that's the goal. I don't want to fucking do that ton of work forever, you know. Um, at the end of the day, there's still way too much I have to do that I don't like doing. What I want to do is be able to get it to where I'm doing 4 to 6 hours a day of purposeful work that I actually like, which is stuff like content creation, talking to my clients who I like, and you know, focusing on fun expansion projects and just delegating everything that I hate. That's where I'm trying to go. Okay, so this isn't about work for the sake of work. You know, it's about getting you to your potential, fulfilling that potential, you know, maximizing that, and then like, you know, you can slow the pace down a little bit. But when you're really far away from it, a lot of the time the move is just to go harder, to get deep into it, and recognize you're not going to be satisfied unless you feel like that potential is being fulfilled. And you'll be really happy when you start to see results on that. Um, you know, because you know you can do it. I don't have to tell you, like if you have that drive in you, you have that potential in you, you know, I don't need to tell you that it's there. You know it's there. You know it's there. And you know that you're not going hard enough. Okay? So we got to step it up. It's 2019. We got to step it up. I got to step it up too. I gotta fight that battle every day. I got to go hard. And there's no, you know, yesterday doesn't count for today. One thing that I recommend is something called a habit share app. So you can click off not just the Wonder List, okay? Or I've moved to TickTick. Check out my book, How to Get Organized, to see my organizational system that I run on. Revolutionarylifestyledesign.com/products, okay, to pick that up. But you also want the habit share, okay? Now that's to see the streaks that you're on, to see like how much of that good stuff you're doing and how much of that bad stuff you're not doing, the junk food and all that stuff, okay? And like, look, every day is a battle, man. Every day I fail at something. Every day I fuck up one of those habits, okay? And if I get 8 days in a row where I do all the habits, you know, great. Then I fuck something up the next day. Every day, every fucking day is a battle to aim for that potential that I know that I'm capable of. So don't get it twisted. Don't think that I'm not in the same struggle that you are. But I know that I know that I cannot talk myself out of this potential. Okay? And if I waste it, if I don't fulfill it, if I don't move forward, then I know that I'm not in God's plan for me. Okay? I know that I'm wasting the gifts that I have. And you're wasting the gifts that you have. Um, you know, how far could you go with this thing? Whatever you want to do, it's like, how far could you go if you really went hard? And how would you feel about that? I know you'd feel good. Okay? Whenever you fail yourself, you feel bad. Whenever you break promises to yourself, you feel bad. Whenever you commit to yourself, you feel good. Whenever you keep promises to yourself, you feel good. You feel pain in that moment, short-term pain, but in the long term, you feel self-esteem about that. So it's a trip. Usually the hard thing is the thing that you don't want to do, but it's the thing that you should be doing. And oftentimes the easy thing is the thing that gives you the short-term pleasure, but the long-term pain, like the pizza, you know? Okay, so let's get it together, man. Let's get after it. Let's make it happen. Let's make it happen together, okay? Because I'm only 36, which is getting old in the world, but it's business young. I mean, Grant Cardone's 60, he's still going up in business. So I mean, that's where I'm trying to go by the time I'm 60, but still keeping it real in these messages, not selling out and selling some generic self-improvement bullshit that I fucking hate. I want to be able to keep it real this whole time, you know, and pimp a hole in the stratosphere, so to speak. So man, let's do it. Let's get on it. Let's get serious. I'm talking to some clients, by the way. Okay, you know who you are. You're still not all the way in on that business, man. I know that you don't want to be working that job forever, dude. Okay, the income's already coming in. You've already got the pitches out of the way. You gotta dive into the deep end there. Okay, don't let that job be an option forever. You know who I'm talking to. Time to stop pissing away that potential, man. All right, so let's get it done. Let's get motivated. But even more important, let's get dedicated, man. Let's be dedicated every day, okay? Because that's the way to get that happiness when you have potential. You will not be happy if you're not getting after it, you know? And it doesn't get easier until you're already tough. You know what I mean? It's like when you really need things to be easy, life is hard. When you've already got a lot of abundance and money and like, you know, business is rolling, shit gets easier, but you didn't need it to be easy because you already got tough, man. So it doesn't work the way that you want it to. You just have to, if you're going through hell, you have to keep going and keep pressing and keep living that Groundhog Day, day after day, and even increase that workload so you can get the self-esteem out of it. Okay, and I'm still talking about happiness, man. I'm still talking about happiness as the foundation of all this stuff. But the potential in fulfilling it will make it so much easier for you to be happy. You know, you just have to press on to be able to see that, to be able to see the discipline and the self-esteem, raise those baseline levels and start getting high off of achievement, you know, more so than you get high off sort of a short-term pleasure.